In 1974, Warner Brothers introduced a film that would challenge norms and shift the landscape of comedy. While the initial response to Blazing Saddles was tepid, the film quickly captured the hearts of audiences and achieved monumental success, securing its place in pop culture. Much of this can be attributed to the talented cast, including the standout performances that showcased not just humor, but also a depth that resonated with viewers. Behind the scenes, a unique blend of creativity and audacity shaped the film. The bold storytelling and willingness to tackle sensitive subjects gave rise to its iconic status, revealing layers of meaning that extend beyond its comedic surface. As fans continue to revisit this timeless classic, they discover new insights that challenge their perspectives and deepen their appreciation for its artistry. The laughter it inspires is just the beginning of a journey into the magic that makes Blazing Saddles a groundbreaking achievement in film history. Foreign movie premieres are known for their extravagant splendor, showcasing a mix of tailored suits and famous personalities arriving in luxurious vehicles. This element of grandeur can evoke images of large crowds, red carpets, and flashes from cameras clamoring to capture the latest stars. Such premieres set a stage that reflects the film's theme and tone, often creating an unforgettable atmosphere for viewers and attendees alike. In the realm of comedy, Blazing Saddles, directed by Mel Brooks in 1974, is a classic that embraces the unexpected. One particular scene, the Down You Go scene, has its origins rooted in one of Sid Caesar's old stories. This connection highlights the rich history of comedic storytelling that influenced Brooks, who brought his own distinct voice to the project. While the scene bears the mark of Brooks's creative flair, it is a nod to the foundational work of entertainers like Caesar, blending old humor with new comedic narratives. This interplay of influence and originality is significant in understanding both the film's impact and its contextual background within the comedy genre. The seamless merging of different comedic sources showcases how humor evolves over time, reflecting society's changing tastes and perspectives. Many viewers, particularly those concerned with animal welfare, express strong disapproval of the knockout punch scene involving the character Mongo in Blazing Saddles. Despite the tension surrounding this moment, it is important to note that no horses were harmed during the filming. This distinction was significant for animal rights activists who scrutinized the portrayal of violence in cinema. The debate highlighted a growing awareness of animal rights in the film industry, reflecting larger societal shifts toward compassion for animals. Additionally, the casting of the Waco Kid sparked another controversy. Gig Young was initially selected for the role, but his involvement came to a sudden halt when it became evident that he was struggling with alcohol abuse. His condition became so severe that it impeded the production process, forcing the team to seek a replacement. Ultimately, Gene Wilder was brought in to play the Waco Kid, and his performance became one of the film's highlights. Wilder brought a unique charm to the character, which contributed significantly to the film's comedic impact. The challenges faced during production not only influenced the film's casting decisions, but also underscored the importance of responsible behavior in Hollywood, especially considering the pressures that come with fame and the entertainment industry. To fully inhabit the character of Taggart in Blazing Saddles, Slim Pickens took method acting to a new level. He believed in diving deep into his role, so he spent nights sleeping outside while armed with a Winchester rifle. This immersive approach helped him connect with the ruggedness and grit of an outlaw. Pickens's commitment to authenticity is a testament to the power of method acting, showcasing how deeply an actor can connect with their character by embracing the environment and circumstances surrounding them. The film also features a memorable scene known as the Reach for the Sky moment. In this pivotal moment, Sheriff Bart, played by Cleavon Little, holds a gun to Taggart's head. Interestingly, this iconic scene draws inspiration from a real-life incident in Mel Brooks's childhood. When Brooks was a young boy, he had a harrowing experience in a store where he attempted to shoplift. This glimpse into his past shaped the comedic yet tense dynamic of the scene. Through these layers, Blazing Saddles balances humor and a critical take on serious themes. With Slim Pickens's dedication and Mel Brooks's personal anecdotes, the film gains a rich texture that resonates with audiences. The combination of Pickens's method acting and the storytelling roots behind key scenes adds depth to the film's legacy. Initially, Warner Brothers executives expressed strong disapproval of Blazing Saddles, regarding the film as unfunny. Their reaction was rooted in a deep concern that the humor might be too crass or vulgar for the American audience. The executives, worried about how this comedic approach would resonate with viewers, hesitated to grant the film a release. Their skepticism reflected a cautious attitude towards risque content in cinema during this period. The studio's hesitation illustrated a clash between creative freedom and traditional sensibilities in the entertainment industry. Despite the initial pushback and reluctance, the film was ultimately released, defying expectations by becoming a blockbuster hit. Audiences responded positively, embracing the film's bold humor and satirical take on societal issues. This surprising success highlighted the gap between studio executives' perceptions and the audience's appetite for innovative comedy. Alex Karras had a notable career in professional football before he became widely recognized for his role as Mongo in Blazing Saddles. He played as a defensive tackle in the NFL, primarily for the Detroit Lions, where he made a significant impact on the field with his talent and larger-than-life personality. After retiring from football, Karras transitioned into acting, showcasing his versatility and charm, which made him a memorable character in the film. The screenplay for Blazing Saddles was penned by Andrew Bergman, whose clever writing not only contributed to the movie's iconic status, but also sparked interest in further adaptations. This led to the creation of the TV series Black Bart, which starred Louis Gossett Jr. as the titular character. Despite the anticipation surrounding Black Bart, the series was never aired, leaving fans wondering about the potential it held. The imaginative world of Blazing Saddles and its associated projects demonstrate the rich tapestry of entertainment that emerged from that era, bridging the gap between sports and the performing arts in unique ways. In Blazing Saddles, Mel Brooks showcased innovative uses of foreground music that enhanced the film's unique comedic style. The music featured contributions from the legendary Count Basie, whose jazz influences helped set the tone for the film. Notably, Brooks took on the task of composing the film's theme song himself, merging humor with catchy melodies, which added an additional layer of entertainment. This deliberate choice of music played a significant role in shaping the film's irreverent atmosphere and timing, highlighting the slapstick and satirical elements prominent throughout the story. Meanwhile, the controversy surrounding the character Hedy Lamarr drew in Hedy Lamarr, a famous Hollywood actress. She expressed her dissatisfaction with the name of the antagonist, prompting legal discussions. Though her discontent stemmed from the similarity of the name to hers, the matter was resolved through an out-of-court settlement, ensuring that the film could continue its run without further legal entanglements. This intersection of creativity and legal issues illustrates the dynamic and sometimes contentious relationship between art and its real-world inspirations. Driven by the recent birth of his son Max, Mel Brooks was financially motivated to make Blazing Saddles a successful venture. The success of this film was not just about humor and social commentary, it was also a significant personal milestone for Brooks, linking his ambitions as a filmmaker to his responsibilities as a new father. This dual motivation fueled his creative and financial decisions throughout the production process. Blazing Saddles, which combined satire and slapstick comedy, was a bold reflection of issues surrounding race and Western tropes. It challenged the status quo of Hollywood while also aiming for commercial success, making Brooks' financial aspirations quite vital. In a quirky twist during filming, an uninvited extra unknowingly wandered onto the set, capturing a unique moment that became part of the film's iconic closing scene. This unexpected addition added an element of spontaneity and charm, highlighting the unpredictable nature of film production. Such incidents remind us that sometimes the best moments in cinema come from unforeseen circumstances, blending the planned with the chaotic. Madeline Kahn was let go from the movie adaptation of Mame to take on the role of Lily Von Shtupp in Blazing Saddles, a character that ultimately became iconic in film history. Kahn's portrayal was a blend of humor, flirtation, and sheer charisma, making her a standout in a movie filled with memorable performances. Her character added a unique layer to the satire, pushing boundaries in a way that was both edgy and entertaining. This role catapulted her into the spotlight and showcased her remarkable talent as a comedic actress. When it came to adapting Blazing Saddles for Broadway, Mel Brooks faced significant concerns regarding its provocative content. The film is known for its bold use of racial slurs and sharp social commentary, elements that might not translate well to the stage. Brooks recognized that what worked in a film context could potentially spark controversy in live theater. The idea of adapting a film that handles such heavy themes while maintaining the humor became a delicate balancing act. Brooks's hesitation revealed the challenges of bringing such a daring story to an audience that might not embrace its raw nature with the same open arms as the film did. Mel Brooks held Blazing Saddles in high regard, even labeling it as one of the most hilarious films ever made. He compared it favorably to classic comedies, particularly citing Some Like It Hot as another film that achieves similar comedic brilliance. This movie is notable not only for its humor, but also for the unique characters that brought it to life, particularly the memorable role of Lily Von Shtupp. To find the right actress for this iconic part, Brooks requested Madeline Kahn to reveal her legs during the audition. This specific request was intended to evoke the persona of Marlene Dietrich, who was famous for her sultry allure and captivating performances. Kahn's ability to embody the character, while tapping into the essence of Dietrich, demonstrated her remarkable talent and flair. The dynamic between Brooks's bold creative choices and Kahn's compelling audition contributed significantly to the film's lasting legacy and its influential place in comedy history. Kahn's captivating performance combined with Brooks's vision made Blazing Saddles a film that continues to resonate with audiences today. Mel Brooks made a distinctive choice in casting Cleveland Little as Sheriff Bart instead of Richard Pryor. The decision stemmed from concerns about Pryor's controversial material and his struggles with substance abuse, which could potentially overshadow the film's comedic intent and message. Little brought a unique grace and charm to the character, embodying the role with a lighthearted yet profound approach that resonated with audiences. Meanwhile, Burton Gilliam faced a personal challenge while working on the film. He expressed discomfort when he had to deliver a racial slur directed at Sheriff Bart. This moment raised important questions about the use of language and its impact on both the actors and the audience. Cleveland Little, understanding the sensitivity of the situation, provided reassurance to Gilliam, reminding him that it was merely a part of their work as actors. This interaction underscored the need for camaraderie and support in an industry often fraught with tensions around race and humor during that era. The dynamics among the cast contributed to the film's legacy as both a comedy and a commentary on social issues. Despite its comedic brilliance, Mel Brooks made the decision to cut some of the most risque scenes from Blazing Saddles before its release. One notable scene involved a flirtatious and innuendo-filled interaction between Bart, the film's protagonist, and Lily Von Shtupp, the sultry saloon performer. This moment was filled with suggestive banter that pushed the boundaries of humor during the time. Brooks recognized that while the film was intended to parody the Western genre and its often outdated stereotypes, maintaining a balance was key to reaching a wide audience. By removing certain risque elements, he ensured that the film could appeal to those who might shy away from more explicit content while still delivering sharp and provocative humor. This careful editing illustrates Brooks' intention to satirize social issues like racism and sexism without alienating viewers. The decision ultimately shaped how Blazing Saddles was received, allowing it to maintain its status as a classic in American cinema without venturing too far into controversial territory. Blazing Saddles, directed by Mel Brooks, remains a polarizing yet undeniably influential comedy film that pushes the boundaries of humor and societal critique. Released in 1974, it has become a classic that sparks conversations about race, politics, and the very nature of comedy. While the film has been praised for its audacious satire and its ability to parody racial stereotypes, it also faces criticism for its handling of serious topics through vulgar humor. One of the film's strongest aspects is its unflinching attempt to address and deconstruct racism in America. It does so by juxtaposing a white redneck brand of racism with a narrative that emphasizes black pride and resilience. The character of Sheriff Bart, played by Cleveland Little, stands as a symbol of dignity amidst a sea of prejudice. His journey, marked by a brilliant concept of setting a black man up to fail, ultimately backfires, offering a powerful commentary on unity and the absurdity of bigotry. Supporters of the film laud its ingenious comedic devices and memorable characters. The ensemble cast, featuring Gene Wilder, Madeline Kahn, and Harvey Korman among others, brings to life a series of hilariously absurd situations that highlight the film's manic energy. Scenes such as the campfire gathering, while juvenile, provide a lighthearted break from the film's more intense themes, showcasing Brooks' ability to balance humor with deeper messages. The surrealist elements presented throughout the film, such as bizarre sight gags and exaggerated scenarios, serve to enhance its satirical intent. However, this satire is not without its detractors. Some critics argue that Blazing Saddles often resorts to crude humor at the expense of serious subjects like murder and sexual assault. They draw parallels to other films that have faced backlash for glossing over sensitive topics in a comedic light, suggesting that Brooks' approach at times seems to trivialize the gravity of these issues rather than challenge them effectively. This conflicting viewpoint raises questions about the ethics of humor and whether certain subjects should be handled with more care to avoid crossing the line into insensitivity. Despite the criticisms, many believe that the film's brilliance lies in its ability to tackle political correctness head-on, using humor as a means to expose the absurdity of prejudice. As Brooks invites laughter at the expense of ignorance, he highlights the ridiculousness of the societal structures that perpetuate such beliefs. The film's irreverence, while contentious, encourages dialogue about race and the role of comedy in challenging societal norms. In examining the duality of Blazing Saddles, one cannot overlook the underlying brilliance in its narrative craft and comedic timing. While some moments may stray into vulgarity, the film possesses a richness that elicits contemplation on race, identity, and the landscape of American comedy. In a contemporary context, it holds lessons for emerging comedians and audiences alike about the power and responsibility of humor in confronting uncomfortable truths. Overall, Blazing Saddles stands as a landmark in the comedy genre, marking Mel Brooks's knack for blending sharp critique with hilarity. Its cultural impact remains relevant, illustrating the ongoing struggle between humor, moral responsibility, and the perception of race in society. The film invites viewing not just for entertainment, but as a case study in the complexities of comedy, both celebrated and challenged in its pursuit of laughter. As the credits roll and the laughter fades, the curtain pulls back on a story that extends far beyond the outrageous antics of Blazing Saddles. What became of the talented cast members who brought this groundbreaking comedy to life? Join us as we delve into the lives of the performers, uncovering the paths they took after this iconic film hit the screen. Did they continue to embrace the comedic legacy, or did they carve out entirely new careers in unexpected fields? From behind-the-scenes struggles to triumphant returns to the spotlight, their journeys are filled with surprises and insights. Discover the personal challenges, triumphs, and unforgettable moments that shaped their lives post-Blazing Saddles. Each cast member carries a unique story, and their experiences reflect a changing industry and society. Stay with us as we explore these fascinating tales that add depth to the film we all cherish. Sally Kirkland played a brief but memorable role as a cashier in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles. This character, while minor, embodied the film's satirical take on racism and the absurdity of societal stereotypes. Kirkland's performance contributed to the chaotic atmosphere of the film, showcasing her ability to adapt to the comedic yet dark tone of Mel Brooks's work. After Blazing Saddles, Kirkland's career saw both highs and lows. She became a prominent figure in film and television, earning an Academy Award nomination for her role in Anna in 1987. However, her career was not without struggles. Kirkland faced personal hardships, including battles with mental health issues and substance abuse. In the late 1990s, she went through a highly publicized relationship with actor and playwright Robert Altman, which ended in scandal when their affair gained tabloid attention. Kirkland has navigated through the complexities of Hollywood, experiencing the ups and downs associated with fame. Recently, she has been involved in various independent projects and continues to work, though her public appearances have become less frequent. Limited information circulates about her current endeavors, suggesting a more private lifestyle. Robin Hilton made a memorable impression in her role as Miss Stein in the 1974 classic Blazing Saddles. Her character, a sharp and witty figure, captivated audiences with her poise amid the film's comedic chaos. Although Blazing Saddles was her most notable role, Hilton's career in the entertainment industry was brief. She appeared in several films and television shows throughout the 1970s, including guest spots on popular series. As she waded through Hollywood's tumultuous waters, Hilton faced challenges common to many actresses of her time, such as typecasting and navigating a male-dominated industry. Post-acting, Hilton's life took a darker turn. She encountered significant personal hardships, including struggles with financial instability and a public divorce. Scandals emerged as she dealt with the complexities of her private life. Rumors and controversy often shadowed her, contributing to her withdrawal from the entertainment world. In her later years, Hilton lived a more reclusive life, making sporadic appearances but largely avoiding the spotlight. As of the latest updates, information about her remains scarce, leaving fans curious about the enigmatic actress who once captured so much attention. Governor Lepetomaine, played by Mel Brooks in the 1974 movie Blazing Saddles, serves as an embodiment of comedic absurdity and political ineptitude. His character, a bumbling yet flamboyant leader, represents the farcical nature of governance and societal attitudes of the time. Brooks infused Lepetomaine with a blend of absurdity and charisma that highlighted the satirical elements of the film, leaving a lasting impact on audiences. After Blazing Saddles, Mel Brooks continued to make a formidable mark in Hollywood with works like Young Frankenstein and The Producers, both showcasing his unique blend of humor and satire. Despite his success, Brooks faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his beloved wife, Anne Bancroft, in 2005. This loss profoundly affected him, as he often reflected on their deep bond. Throughout his life, Brooks encountered scandals, including controversies surrounding his comedic style, which sometimes challenged societal norms. As of 2023, he remains an influential figure, working on new projects and preserving his legacy. His reflections often reveal a man shaped by both triumph and tragedy, navigating the complexities of fame and personal loss. Cleavon Little's role as Bart in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles showcased his talent in a groundbreaking way. He played a black sheriff appointed to protect a racist town, using humor to challenge societal norms. The film's edgy satire allowed Little to shine, making Bart a memorable character in cinema history. After the film's success, Little faced the challenge of breaking free from typecasting. He starred in various television shows and plays, including a notable role in the Broadway musical Hair. Despite his talent, Little encountered struggles, including personal hardships. His journey included battles against alcoholism, contributing to a tumultuous personal life. In later years, he faced health issues, including a battle with cancer. Cleavon Little passed away in 1992 at the age of 53. His life remains a testament to both his professional achievements and personal struggles within Hollywood's complexities. As of now, Little is remembered for his candid portrayal and the path he forged for future African-American actors. John Hillerman portrayed Howard Johnson in the 1974 comedy Blazing Saddles, a character marked by sharp wit and irony, acting as a subtle commentary on society's absurdities. Hillerman's performance was understated yet impactful, demonstrating his knack for blending humor with a more serious undertone in the outrageously satirical landscape of the film. After the success of Blazing Saddles, Hillerman's career flourished primarily through his role as Jonathan Quayle Higgins III in the television series Magnum P.I. That role earned him critical acclaim and an Emmy Award. However, Hillerman faced personal struggles that marred his rise in Hollywood. He battled depression and struggled with the pressures of fame, often retreating from public life to cope with the stress. Scandals and rumors occasionally brushed against his reputation, but he managed to maintain a degree of privacy. In his later years, Hillerman distanced himself from the industry, opting for a quieter life in Texas. The last known reports indicated he was living away from the spotlight, looking back on a career filled with highs and lows, ultimately revealing a man shaped by both triumph and adversity. His passing in 2017 marked the end of a complex narrative, leaving behind a legacy of memorable characters shadowed by personal challenges that told a deeper story of resilience. Harvey Korman's portrayal of Hedley Lemar in Blazing Saddles is iconic, characterized by a dark humor that masks the character's ruthless ambition. Korman expertly embodied the scheming, corrupt politician whose sinister plans unravel amidst the chaos of the film. His performance is a testament to his impeccable timing and ability to balance comedy with a tangible sense of menace, effectively underscoring the film's satirical edge. Korman's career spanned decades, starting in the 1950s, culminating in a notable presence on The Carol Burnett Show. Behind the scenes, Korman faced personal struggles. He battled depression and faced a tumultuous personal life marked by 2 divorces. His first wife, who he married in 1955, left him in 1977, which added to his emotional turmoil. In 2007, Korman experienced a significant heart scare, but he continued to perform, showcasing resilience despite health issues. His last days were overshadowed by illness, including a battle with complications from an aneurysm. Korman passed away in 2018, leaving behind a legacy characterized by both laughter and shadows of personal challenges. David Sharp portrayed the enigmatic man in suit in Mel Brooks' 1974 film Blazing Saddles. This role, though small, stands out as a symbol of authority and control in a chaotic wilderness. The character embodies a haunting presence, often seen lurking in the background, serving as a reminder of the societal norms from which the film gleefully deviates. Sharp's performance is steeped in a dark mystery, hinting at underlying tensions within the comedic chaos. Sharp's life after Blazing Saddles unfolded in shadows. He faced numerous challenges, including a struggle with addiction that haunted his career. In the late 1970s, he became involved in various scandals, including allegations of misconduct that tarnished his earlier successes. Despite these hardships, he continued to act sporadically, but the roles became increasingly diminished. In his later years, Sharp faded from the public eye, grappling with personal demons and financial difficulties. He was known to live a reclusive life, far removed from the glitz of Hollywood. The last known information about him indicates he passed away in 2020, leaving behind a legacy enveloped in both triumph and tragedy. Patrick Labyorteaux portrayed the character Henry in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles. His role, although small, contributed to the film's sharp satire of racial stereotypes and Western tropes. Labyorteaux's performance showcased a mix of innocence and boldness, which left a subtle mark in the otherwise chaotic comedy. After his role in Blazing Saddles, Labyorteaux's career continued, leading to notable appearances in television series, such as his memorable role as Andrew Andy Hardy in the long-running series Little House on the Prairie. However, his journey was not without shadows. Behind the scenes, Labyorteaux faced personal hardships, including a challenging family life. He was born into a tumultuous situation, with a troubled childhood that saw him being adopted. His path was further complicated by personal struggles, including issues with substance abuse and the trials of being in the public eye as a young actor. In recent years, Labyorteaux has kept a relatively low profile, engaging in voice work and appearing at various conventions. As of 2025, notable public information about his life remains scarce, suggesting he values privacy amid a turbulent past. In reflecting on his life, one might see Labyorteaux as a figure who danced on the edge of fame, constantly balancing between the spotlight and shadows of his own making. Richard Farnsworth portrayed the sheriff in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, a role that juxtaposed humor with underlying themes of racism and absurdity. Farnsworth's portrayal brought a nuanced complexity to a character caught in an absurd landscape, capturing both the comedy and tension of the narrative. He was well regarded for his ability to balance dramatic depth with the film's satirical edge, contributing to the movie's enduring legacy. Farnsworth's career spanned decades, marked by hard-earned success after years of struggle in Hollywood. His life, however, was not without personal hardships. He faced significant challenges, including serious health issues that arose later in life. Farnsworth battled cancer, which he kept largely private, but which deeply affected his family and friends. He experienced the loss of his beloved wife, which brought profound sorrow. In his final years, Farnsworth continued to work, earning an Academy Award nomination for his role in the 1999 film The Straight Story. His passing in 2000 marked the end of a life filled with contrasts. A talented actor who navigated both the glitz of Hollywood and the shadows of personal grief, his legacy remains a testament to resilience in the face of adversity. David Huddlestone's portrayal of Olson Johnson in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles remains a memorable highlight of his career. Johnson, the well-meaning but bumbling town leader, stood out in an ensemble cast that expertly balanced humor with social commentary. Huddlestone infused the character with warmth and innocence, making him a relatable figure amidst the chaos of the film's satire. Huddlestone's career spanned several decades, including notable roles in movies like Santa Claus the Movie and television shows like The Wonder Years. However, his personal life was far more complex. He faced hardships, including struggles with alcohol. These challenges were compounded by his tumultuous relationships and a near-fatal heart attack in the late 1980s that led to significant lifestyle changes. In the years following his major roles, Huddlestone remained somewhat reclusive. He was candid about his battles, sharing with friends his feelings of being overshadowed by more famous contemporaries. By the time of his passing in 2016, he had transitioned into a quieter life, focusing on the art of acting away from the Hollywood spotlight. This final chapter of his life was marked by reflection on his past, both triumphant and troubled. Madeline Kahn's portrayal of Lily Von Shtupp in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles stands as one of her most iconic roles. With a blend of humor and seduction, Kahn brought depth to the character, making Lily a memorable femme fatale amidst the film's comedic chaos. Her performance showcased her extraordinary ability to balance satire and sincerity, captivating audiences with her witty delivery and expressive presence. Khan's career flourished after Blazing Saddles, leading to acclaimed performances in films like Young Frankenstein and Paper Moon, where she earned an Academy Award nomination. However, her life was marked by personal struggles, including the untimely death of her first husband, whom she lost to cancer. Khan faced challenges with her health, as well, battling cancer herself in the years leading up to her passing in 1999. Throughout her life, she maintained a close bond with her family, including her adopted daughter. Despite the hardships, Khan remained a beloved figure in Hollywood, remembered for her distinctive voice and comedic talent. Her recent memorials and celebrations continue to honor her legacy, reminding audiences of the profound impact she had on film and theater. Gene Wilder's portrayal of Jim in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles is a cornerstone of his career, showcasing his unique ability to blend comedy with a deep sense of pathos. Jim, a character who traverses the complexities of race and identity, is marked by Wilder's signature blend of vulnerability and humor. This role solidified Wilder's status as a brilliant comic actor and a key player in the world of satire. After Blazing Saddles, Wilder's career flourished with notable performances in films like Young Frankenstein and The Producers. Yet, beneath the laughter, his life was etched with personal struggles. Wilder faced the loss of his third wife, Gilda Radner, to cancer in 1989, an event that plunged him into profound grief. He battled health issues himself later in life, including complications from Alzheimer's disease, which would ultimately lead to his passing in 2016. More recently, Wilder's legacy continues to inspire actors and comedians, with a focus on his humanity as much as his talent. Count Basie made a brief yet memorable appearance in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, where he played the piano during a scene that captured the film's satirical heart. Basie's charm and charisma shone through, adding a touch of authenticity to the comedic chaos around him. This role, while small, highlighted his stature in the music world, linking his impressive legacy to a new audience. Born in 1904, Basie rose to fame as one of the most influential jazz musicians of the swing era. However, his life was not without turmoil. Basie struggled with addiction issues, primarily alcohol, which impacted both his personal and professional relationships. His marriages encountered significant strain, leading to multiple divorces. Additionally, Basie's band faced challenges in an industry grappling with racial discrimination despite his success. In the later years of his life, Basie's health declined, yet he continued to perform, driven by a passion for music. He survived 2 major heart operations, but ultimately succumbed to cancer in 1984. The lasting impact of his music endures, symbolizing resilience and creativity in the face of adversity. The last known records of his work celebrated his talent, while revealing how deeply personal struggles can coexist with public success. Alex Karras portrayed the menacing yet somewhat lovable character Mongo in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles. His imposing physical presence and comedic timing made Mongo a memorable part of the film, known for his silent brutality and unexpected sweetness. Karras, a former professional football player, transitioned to acting, where his performance as Mongo showcased his ability to blend toughness with humor. After Blazing Saddles, Karras faced personal and professional challenges. He struggled with alcoholism, which impacted his relationships and career. In 1991, he was suspended from the NFL for betting on games, a scandal that echoed throughout the sports world. Karras also battled serious health issues, including a diagnosis of dementia, likely related to his football career. In later years, Karras found a second life in television, appearing in various shows, most notably as a father in the sitcom Webster. His personal life was marked by the loss of his wife, but he remained a resilient figure. Karras passed away in 2012, leaving behind a legacy that intertwines his contributions to both sports and entertainment. In the 1974 film Blazing Saddles, Don McGowan played the role of Gum Chewer, a minor but memorable character in a film rife with sharp satire. Though his part was small, McGowan's presence contributed to the raw comedic chaos of the Wild West parody. His portrayal, marked by a stoic demeanor contrasting with the absurdity around him, showcased his ability to deliver nuanced performances despite limited screen time. Following Blazing Saddles, McGowan's career saw fluctuating success in the entertainment industry. He had earlier gained prominence for his work in the horror genre, particularly in films like The Monster of Piedras Blancas, yet struggled to find substantial roles in later years. Personal challenges plagued his life, with battles against depression and the pressures of Hollywood. Further complicating his narrative were scandals concerning his relationships, which left him grappling with public scrutiny. As of now, information on McGowan's later life remains sparse, suggesting a reclusive existence away from the spotlight. His last known public appearances were in the early 2000s, with little clarity on his current status or whereabouts. The enigma of Don McGowan lingers, a testament to both his contributions to film and the darker complexities of his personal journey. Slim Pickens portrayed Taggart in the 1974 comedy Blazing Saddles, a character emblematic of the film's satirical take on the Old West. Taggart is a dim-witted, yet menacing, henchman, embodying the absurdity of villainy in a film that challenges societal norms. Pickens brought an authentic, rugged charm to the role, enhanced by his distinctive voice and cowboy persona. His performance became memorable for its blend of humor and threat, paralleling the film's critique of racism and stereotypes. Beyond Blazing Saddles, Slim Pickens had a varied career, appearing in iconic films such as Dr. Strangelove, where he famously rode a nuclear bomb. His off-screen life was marked by personal hardships, including his battle with alcoholism and a tumultuous family life. He faced challenges in transitioning from film to television, often struggling to find roles that matched his unique style. In his later years, Pickens also dealt with the loss of loved ones and health issues, which cast a shadow over his successes. Sadly, Slim Pickens passed away from cancer in 1983, leaving behind a lasting legacy in Hollywood. His contributions continued to influence comedy and film, underscoring the complex landscape of America's entertainment industry during his time. The last known information reveals that Pickens was posthumously celebrated for his work, remaining a beloved figure despite the trials faced during his life. Tom Steele's role as the townsman who falls from a chair in Blazing Saddles is a brief yet memorable moment that highlights the film's sharp humor and absurdity. His character represents the ordinary citizen bewildered by the unfolding chaos around him. The fall is not just a comedic gag. It symbolizes the disarray of society in a politically charged setting. After Blazing Saddles, Steele's career continued, but he struggled to find roles that matched the impact of this iconic film. Behind the scenes, his life was marked by personal difficulties and a series of challenges. Steele battled addiction, which undermined his professional life and relationships. Reports suggest that he faced significant financial issues, leading to a period of homelessness, a stark contrast to his earlier success. In the years leading up to his passing, Tom Steele became more reclusive, rarely appearing in the spotlight. The last known information on him indicates that he lived in obscurity, battling lingering health problems. His story, a blend of joy and tragedy, serves as a reminder of the often unpredictable path of life. Dom DeLuise's portrayal of Buddy Bazaar in the 1974 film Blazing Saddles adds a unique layer of absurdity to an already unconventional satire. His character, a flamboyant and eccentric actor within the movie's raucous frontier town, embodies the chaotic blending of humor and social critique that defines the film. DeLuise's performance is characterized by a keen comedic timing that adds a sense of levity even amid the film's serious themes. Following Blazing Saddles, DeLuise's career thrived, with roles in films like The Cannonball Run and Robin Hood Men in Tights. His comedic talent led to numerous collaborations with directors like Mel Brooks. However, his life outside the camera had darker undertones. DeLuise struggled with weight issues, facing public scrutiny and personal challenges related to his health. Despite his jovial screen presence, he battled depression and dealt with the grief of losing his son to cancer in 1989, which deeply affected him. Later in life, DeLuise became increasingly candid about his struggles, using his platform to discuss mental health. He passed away in 2009, but his legacy as a talented comedian endures. Recent efforts to remember his work have surfaced, highlighting both his unique contributions to comedy and the personal challenges he faced. As we wrap up our journey through Blazing Saddles, it's impossible to overlook the impact this film had on its cast and the broader landscape of comedy. For many, it was more than just a movie. It was a statement that challenged stereotypes and cultural norms of the 1970s. The careers of actors like Cleavon Little and Gene Wilder were forever shaped by their roles, each facing unique challenges in a changing Hollywood. The film dared to tackle race and social issues in a way that was both comedic and thought-provoking, reflecting real-life struggles faced by countless individuals. Did you watch Blazing Saddles in your childhood? What memories does it evoke for you? Perhaps it was a family movie night, or a laugh shared with friends that stuck with you. Your stories and experiences are important to us. We invite you to share your childhood memories related to the film in the comments below. Let's reminisce and celebrate the unforgettable moments this film brought to our lives.